So this is a lower body mobility session. You can do this before you go kiting or after, whenever you feel like your hips are getting tight and you need to release them. All right, taking a seat. We've got a band. You can use anything really. It can be a belt, it can be a bit of rope, it can be a kite cord, whatever you have access to. We're just going to loop it around 1 foot.
Maybe a kite leash.
Kite leash. Something with a little bit of give is better, but again, whatever you have access to is fine. We're going to lay on down. Rest your head on the ground. Just going to hang out here for a second, just to let that leg get comfortable up there. Now, from here, we're going to bend that knee into the chest, pull the band into the chest at the same time, so we're shortening that length of the band, and push that leg straight again without that band going out. So bring it in, pull down on the band, and extend that leg out. Once you find to the point where you're getting a good stretch and it's quite intense, just keep the tension on the band there, and you're just going to bend that knee back and forth. Okay, the whole time pulling that band into your chest. Nice and easy again. Just work with your breath. So inhale as you bend the knee. Exhale as you straighten that leg. Again, trying to keep tension on that band, pulling it into your chest. Bending and straightening that leg. All right, to start with, coming up into a plank for me, Jen. And we're just going to bring one knee up and our ankle around, so we end up in a pigeon. Nice and high for me. We're just going to get comfortable in that position. You guys following along, you can have your hands down on the ground wherever you feel comfortable. If it's available, I want you to just come up, lose the hands, and just sink into those hips a little bit more. Yeah, just hands go wherever. So each time I exhale, I'm imagining my butt's coming down to the ground. And inhale, exhale, try and let those hips drop to the ground. As we get better with this one, we want that leg to come around so our shin is in line with the top of the mat. Now, I'm not even close, it doesn't matter where you are, but if you can get there, definitely try and get there. So you're pulling that wrist around, the ankle around as far as you can. All right, from here, Jen, I want you to grab your pole. Okay, so we're in the opposite hand, so this knee is down on the ground. We've got the pole in the opposite hand. We're just going to bring in a little bit of a rotation into this stretch. Now again, you might just be enough in this position here and you might just want to hang out here. You can do this one without the pole and do a bit of a twist. Just to make it harder or intensify that stretch, I would add in this pole. So hand comes up as high as you can, Jen, just reaching right up. Okay, and all we're going to do is reach through and up. So standing nice and tall, take a breath in and exhale. Now you can see Jen and I are following our breath coming in and out of that stretch. If you are more flexible and you want to, you can hang out here and you can get that twist and take more breaths down here, but I'm not quite there yet, so I'm just going to come in and out of that stretch. All right, so we're in our kneeling position. We're just going to bring 1 foot around to the front. Okay, we're going to do a moving stretch, if you want to call it that. But we're just going to come down, pull our toes back to our knee. You might not quite be here yet, but wherever you end up is fine. Then we're going to spend a breath here. Then we let the toes go. We drop that foot down we come into a hip flexor stretch. So now we're just trying to stretch in here in our groin, keeping that back foot relaxed, so not up like this, keep it relaxed. Then we drop our hips forwards, and then we come back into our other stretch. Again, slow movements. Take a breath. Trying to get a little bit more depth in that one. And then we come through to the other one, dropping those hips down. If you want to start getting a little bit more stretch, we lock those fingers, arch it back. We take a breath. As we exhale, trying to drop those hips down. And coming back. Each time we end up in these positions, just trying to get a little bit more stretch than last time we were here. And let's swap it over. It's okay to move your feet around, find the right position on your first go round. Just waking up those hips, making sure you're hitting all the right spots. And again, we bring those hands up to get that little bit of an extra stretch. If it was available and you could bring that back foot up and grab that and give it a little bit more of a stretch through those hip flexors. But I am definitely not there yet. That would be an optional extra.